Yeah. Good.
Welcome back.
Excuse me.
Welcome back. It's been a long week.
Oh, yeah, it has been a long week, but it's been a great week. This week was much better than last. Sometimes you just
good to hear.
Through it.
Good to hear.
Through it. Welcome. This is Rise and Shine, the solar panel cleaning podcast, where we give you the tips and tricks for safety and success. We don't have Chris with us today. That's okay. We're going to rock it for you guys. Hope you guys like today's topic. SEO is for suckers. Nah, we're just kidding. We got some good information about advertising, marketing, SEO, and all the stuff surrounding it. So just wanted to get you guys the goods. Chris is not feeling the best. He's been sick. I mean, my brother has been down and out for 7 to 10 days. So if you can, whatever you believe in, send him a prayer, send him some positive energy. We hope he gets back in action soon, because I know he hasn't been feeling the best, and I just know how awful that shit is, man.
Yeah, we can hold it down for him, though. We'll make sure that we still bring some quality episodes for you guys.
Look at your boy, unstoppable.
Oh, I love it. I love that. You didn't hit us with the intro, dude.
Yeah, I did. I said, welcome. This is Rise and Shine, the solar panel cleaning podcast, where we give you the tips and tricks for safety and success. Welcome, everybody.
Yes, sir.
This is episode 9. SEO is for suckers, but that's not actually the episode. We're going to give you the tips and tricks you need for marketing, for advertising. We're going to give you some insight on when it's best to do some of this stuff, when it's best not to do some of this stuff, and all of the above. How you doing, Tim? How was your week?
Yeah, it's good. It's been busy. Same thing. I had one of my partners fall out for a couple of days with the sickness. He got the black lung pop. So he was down for a couple days. And he's back. He thinks he's all better. But I know that I guess it's been about a month now. But when I had it, I got sick. A couple days, took me out. Felt great for a week. And then got taken out again for like another week. So I keep telling him, just wait, bro. It's coming, bro. It's coming for you.
Thankfully, I haven't gotten it. Oh, man, I ain't got no wood around me. I'm going to knock on some drywall just in case. I just water. Steer clear of anybody and everybody that's sick. I actually got one of my employees. He's been out all week, Monday through Friday. This guy never misses. I mean, without fail, he shows up any and every day, and he's been gone a week. So we got him going to the doctors to get checked out. One, because we just had a huge bird job last week, too. Of course, all my guys wear their safety equipment, their face masks, so on and so forth. But I'm still having them go get checked out just in case, because I need a doctor's note to come back. I want to make sure he don't have no lung infections or nothing like that from our bird job we did. So hopefully my buddy's all good. We'll hear from him soon. But I did hear that he was feeling a lot better. So that's good news. That's good news.
Good news.
Well, Tim, we got a good episode today, man. SEO is for suckers. I think what's up first is, what is advertising?
What is advertising?
Mark Gardner, Timo's a fraud. Streams from a shed. We got the haters already in the comments. So at the 30-minute mark, you guys know we're gonna dig through all the good stuff and get you guys the juicy stuff in the comments. So stay tuned. You'll be able to hear it soon. But Timo, give me a little insight. Can you tell me what is advertising? What does advertising do for you? What does it do for your business? What is it?
Well, you got to advertise. If you're not advertising, more than likely you're not going to be getting customers. So I know that I get asked often what's the best way to advertise it. And I don't think there is one best way. I think it's all about doing all of them, you know. So for me, we do we do digital marketing, we do traditional marketing, we do what I like to call like boots on the ground marketing, like knocking on doors, cold calls, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But without marketing, I mean, you're relying on the word of mouth. And don't get me wrong, I get a lot of customers word of mouth for both of my businesses, and I like those ones. Those ones are usually the best customers that I have, are the word of mouth, because you know, it just tends to work out that way. But advertising's huge, and it just depends on your budget and how you want to go about it, because there's ways to advertise and market yourself for very cheap, and then there's ways to market yourself and advertise that are very, very expensive. And it's just a matter of dialing it in. There is really no secret sauce, because there's so many variables and so many just different things.
It's a little bit of everything. So there's a lot of terminology involved. I noticed, you know, you kind of already mentioned marketing. That's coming up in a couple points here. But advertising is, in general, and in, you know, it's packaged up form. It's when you pay to put your business out there when it comes to your logo and the information about your business. And in return, you get customers that click on that advertising, and you follow through with those clicks and that information you get from those customers, so that you could maybe turn them into a paying customer instead of just somebody who's looking at your advertising.
Yes,
what
sir.
is SEO? Can you tell me what it stands for?
It stands for search engine optimization.
Nice. So that's when somebody goes online, they're trying to type in your business name, or maybe they're even just typing in something that has to do with your business, like solar panel cleaning or painting or flooring. When they search that, you know, flooring near me, solar panel cleaning near me, you want your business, your website, and your advertising to be optimized to the search engine, so that people find you, so that you pop up in those first 1 through 5 people, so that, you know, they can find you, click on you, and you know, maybe put in what we call a contact form, so that you could reach out, touch bases, and turn it from a cold lead to a warm lead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what sucks too about solar panel cleaning, dude? There are so many characters in solar panel cleaning. Like every time I go to type it, I'm just like, man. That's why I did mine differently. I seen a solar wash, you know, because it kind of conveys the same with a lot less letters. I think it's important. I think it's important to have solar cleaning in your name, absolutely, because that will definitely help in the Google My Business for sure. People are saying, you know, solar cleaners near me. I had a chart of that. The solar, if you go to Google Trends, solar panels near me is consistently growing as a search term on Google. So having solar panel cleaning, and then the cities that you like to that you're wanting to service that are in your area, help on the back end, especially with Google My Business. Now, I don't have a website for anything that I've ever done. I've never built a website. Well, that's not true. We had a website back in the 90s for my band, but so SEO, it's not really for suckers. We just kind of did that to get people to click in.
That's something I didn't know. Check it out. Me, Tim, Chris, we all know each other pretty well. But that is something that I did not know, that Timo himself does not have his own website. Tim, if you're looking for a website, tap in. My older brother runs a company called the Laine Productions. Tap into the Laine Productions. Boy is a genius. He makes websites. He does video production, video editing. He's a genius. So if you
shout out,
where you can catch some leads, or someone could go on and type in their information for the services they're looking for, let me know. I'll get you hooked up. I'm sure he'll get you a discount because you're a homie. But that's something I didn't know about you. I didn't know you didn't have a website, man.
Yeah, don't have a website. Don't really think I don't want one. I don't. The thing is with the website, it's very helpful, and I know that it does help out a lot of people. But for me, I never went that route just because my phone's already ringing. I'm pretty busy, and I don't. So, for me personally, I don't like filling out damn forms online. I'm like, yo, I want to talk to somebody. I want to get on the phone with the person. I don't want to fill out a form, give you all this information before I even know who I'm talking to. I don't like that. So I don't do that for people, even though I know there's some people that don't mind it. And that could be a free way to get a new customer, to get a warm lead. But then at the same time, I don't even know if they're a qualified customer for me. I like to pre-qualify my customers. And at the same time, the pre-qualified customers value their time a lot, and they're not going to fill out a damn form either. So that's just my personal beliefs on that.
I appreciate the opinion, but I do have to say that I disagree. Because if you had a website. This is just me spitballing here. If you had a website that just displayed, even a simple website, displayed the services that you offer, and somebody jumped on that website and was like, "Oh yeah, I need 3 of these things right now," and if you wanted them to be a qualified customer, you could even include questions in your contact form that would tell you whether or not they're a customer you want. The second that contact form comes to your email, you got the answers to the questions that you need, and you're like, "Nope," or "Yep," and you call them right away. So
but then at that point, I think that's a great insight, though. You're right, just to get a pre-lead form, to pre-qualify them before you even do have to talk to them. For me, no, you're right. No, websites are good. I won't set one up though. The thing I was gonna say was basically if I set up a website, I'm gonna have to hire some more people to manage the damn website, not to just manage it, but to take in the influx of calls and stuff. And I'm probably gonna have to hire another guy, probably gonna have to buy another truck, and that's just really not the avenue that I'm trying to go at this time.
And that's all personal wishes. If you're not looking to catch those extras, if you've got what you need right now, you've got the motion of the ocean, you've got the clients coming in that you want, and you want to stay where you're at. But if there is those 1,000 customers or 100 customers during the year that you might want to book, maybe you do want to add some more guys. Maybe you do want that phone ringing a little bit more. Like I said, tap in. I got the guy for you. But next up for me, I guess would be, what is marketing? You were mentioning that a little bit earlier. Marketing is not advertising. Marketing is not advertising at all. Advertising is a part of marketing. But marketing is kind of like, it's got 10 different things involved. You want PR, you want public relations, you want information and documents being released to the public about your business. That goes into marketing. Advertising goes into marketing. There's even paper marketing like door hangers and stuff like that, or some people would call that advertising also. But there's a lot of avenues to marketing, and marketing is a way that you can teach the public about your business, what your business offers, and how you can help the people in your surrounding area or even in surrounding cities that want the services that you're looking for. And like Tim was saying earlier, there is multiple ways to go about this. One of those ways, something that I just mentioned, is paper advertising. This is something that's big for my business, and I don't think a lot of people know this. We're a fairly big business. We've got a team of 8 people right now. We've got 4 trucks in the field. And paper marketing is a huge deal for us. We do door hangers. I order door hangers in orders of 5,000 or more. And 5,000 door hangers can turn anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000 in extra added revenue for my business during the year. So that's something huge that I think is a big deal. We also try to give back to the community in ways where, maybe we'll do a bird job on a fire department or something like that. Actually reached out to our newest fire department we have in one of our towns here. And we were trying to get to clean their solar panels, get rid of the birds out from underneath, put the bird abatement on the outside with some bird spikes. We're going to do the whole thing for free of charge. Recently, I drove by that fire station. I left 100 voicemails on the service person for the station, and they didn't answer. And I recently found out by driving by, they had somebody come by and do the bird abatement, screwed in a bunch of bird abatement all over the panels. So their whole system's quite crazy. But that's on them. No. I did my due diligence. I tried to call and leave voicemails, let them know we're trying to do this to give back to our community, try and offer some value to add to your fire station that will, make it look pretty, make it look good and protect it from birds, but it didn't end up working out. So that's unfortunate. But that's a part of our marketing. We try to give back to the community. Recently, we also collected probably close to $100,000 worth of donations for, the people of LA. I know there's the fires going on down there. Stuff is going crazy. Families are placed out of their homes. So we got a bunch of clothes, shoes, and toiletries delivered to our house. And it didn't work out. We tried. I called 100 different donation centers in LA. I was going to drive down on Sunday, deliver everything, and it just didn't work out. Every single one said we're no longer accepting physical donations. We're only accepting money. we didn't have the money to give them that we wish we could have. So the donations did go to people that needed it, battered women's shelters, Love a Child, people that needed it for sure. But we tried to do our due diligence and tried to get a bunch of donations out to the people of LA. But out of 100 donation centers, nobody would accept physical donations anymore. So that was tough. It was a tough thing to, come to terms with. I wanted to be able to create that content, share the content with the public about, who the stuff went to, but it just weren't accepting donations anymore. So that was really unfortunate. But all of that goes into marketing. That's PR, that's public relations. That's how you get your business name out there, business information out there, so on and so forth. So marketing is a big, big world, and there's a lot of things involved in it. So check it out. Look up marketing. What is marketing? Find the 7 different avenues that you need to get your business out there.
A good thing that I've learned over the years is wherever you live, go to the Chamber of Commerce and start talking to the people in there, because there's a lot of 100%. 100%. And so Chamber of Commerce basically will promote businesses that they have affiliation with or just that are friends with, right? And a lot of older customers I know really rely on the Chamber of Commerce, even younger customers too, but I know the older community does tend to like the verified businesses with Chamber of Commerce. So for me, when I first set up my business going to Chamber of Commerce, I meet the ladies that work in there, and they're the ones that are putting out the weekly magazine that comes out, that gets delivered to every resident in the town, and you get featured ads in there. And then like Josh is saying, marketing and advertising, I pay for an ad, but they'll run an article aside the ad, and I'm not really paying for the article, but anytime you do something in the community, they'll highlight that in their publication that they put out. And they have a website, and they're very active on social media. And 100%. It's not just where I live, all Chamber of Commerces are doing this. And then furthermore, they'll put you in touch with local baseball teams, that like little league teams that need sponsorships, little events that are going on here in town. We have like a harvest, like Queen type of event that happens every harvest. It's actually coming up in February, and you could get donations are made. There's so many things you could do, and really it just comes being part of your community and just being out there and visible. And all of that's technically free. I mean, like Josh is saying, you could just go out and start in the community and just offering, hey, today we're cleaning windows on all single stories for free, or whatever you want to do, or cleaning business windows for free, just to, we're just starting, trying to, whatever it is. But it's important to get out into your community and just be visible.
So I guess what's up next is, how do we make these things work for our business? When is the right time to implement some of this stuff? When is the wrong time to implement some of this stuff? I think search engine optimization, advertising, marketing, it all comes with time in business. I think one of the first things you want to do, for me, like I said, paper advertising is a huge thing for us. That's what we first started out with. I mean, I remember when I first started, I was working a 40-hour a week job. I was traveling back and forth from Oakley to Sacramento to run the inspections department for the Sacramento Vivian warehouse. And, we were rocking it. When I was done with work I wouldn't get home from work till probably about 3:30, 4 p.m. because I was sitting in traffic on the way home from Sacramento. 4 p.m. I'd get home, pick up all the paper materials that we had. I didn't have door hangers back then. I had these little tiny itty bitty business cards. And my wife, she's the one who runs my phones right now, takes intake on customers, handles scheduling, so on and so forth. She would go out with me. She would hit every single door with me. She'd hit half the neighborhood. We'd pull up, park the truck, and just start dropping cards. I mean, blood, sweat, and tears went into this. My girl, we were even dropping cards in the dark. My girl tripped on a porch and busted all her knees and elbows up, trying to run up to a porch to get a cart down, tripped and busted. She was bleeding. She came out of the truck crying. I was like, we're done for today. So when we say blood, sweat, and tears went into this, we really mean it. And paper advertising was one of the first things for my business that really helped us blow up. It got our name out there. It got the information about our business out there, and people started calling. And when people started calling, we started completing jobs. We started getting good reviews, and that led into the ability to start advertising, start building our marketing platform. So I guess Tim, do you have anything that you think that the people might start with first? For me, I would say paper advertising. I can't hear you. I lost you.
Hey, man.
There you go. You back.
Dude, boost a Facebook post. Like, if all this seems really complicated, man, just film yourself cleaning the panels. Maybe put some music behind it. Maybe don't. Put some money behind that. Boost it. Set your parameters. I'll be glad to help you with that. That's kind of where my expertise is, I guess. Dial that in, and then I guarantee you'll get messages. So, like, if all this seems overwhelming and complicated, Instagram, Facebook, I think I don't do it on TikTok. I think even TikTok does it, and TikTok's pretty good about finding like keeping it local. Like if you type in where you want it to go out to, they're pretty good about doing that. I'd actually go to say they're even better than Facebook, but so that's what I would say. If it's first
boosting a post on Facebook to your local community,
just boost a post, man. You could boost a post for $1, dude. I mean, it's like you just whatever a budget you have. I think that'd be a good way to jump feet first into the marketing advertising world.
That was the next thing I did after paper advertising was started boosting posts to the public around me, to Oakley, to Brentwood, to Antioch, my local area, and it started bringing in jobs to my messenger box. So I started messaging the customers back.
So here's what I did. I introduced myself on camera. I say, hey, my name's Tim O'Laughlin. This is my business. I'm located here. These are the areas I serve. And then I cut to me cleaning panels. And then I mentioned I'm licensed, I'm insured, I'm bonded, and that's it. It's like a 30-second video, and it worked. Dude, it worked. Yep. So that would be my advice.
Yeah. Quick little hot tip: if you're posting a video for the people to watch, I say keep it 60 seconds and under. Nobody's watching videos for longer than a minute. And that's because our attention span has gotten so small because of how hot social media has gotten. So if you're going to post a video, like Timo said, keep it to 30 seconds, keep it to 60 seconds, and you'll rock it. So I believe all of these things can positively impact your business. I think at a certain point in time, you learn that boosting posts may no longer bring in the type of customers that you want. Like you're saying, you have qualified customers, and a lot of the leads I used to get from boosting a post were not qualified customers. So we no longer did that. We found it to be a waste of money. But it is a great way when you're first starting to get your name out there and get things rolling.
Like you were saying before, like when can it hurt your business? Like boosting a post can't really hurt your business, but buying a billboard can hurt your business, the first weekend. Because the ROI on billboards is really low. You have tried, and it's just. I mean, that's more for the real estate on a billboard. It's just not it. The return on that investment is not very good for service businesses. I
got a buddy named Tony that we've been connected with for a while now. From Solar Angels, he's a rock star. Go follow him. I'm sure you'll find some content on his stuff to be informative and helpful. In his city, he is somehow managed to work out with his city where he's allowed to erect signs. So he's able to build like these big 2x4 signs where he can put up his own billboards. I'm sure he pays for the real estate where the billboard is at. Unfortunately, in our area, in the Contra Costa County of California, they don't allow the erection of any signs in any way, shape, or form, or any advertising. So the only way that we could get on a billboard is to contact one of the billboard companies that already have billboards up and put an ad up on there, and they're crazy expensive, more than the rent on my house. And I'll tell you one thing, for the return on investment, I'm not paying that much. So just look into your local city codes and figure out what you can and can't do. And, this type of stuff will really start to help you. Now, how can any one of these things implemented at the wrong time, kind of like you're saying, negatively impact your business? If you're starting out and you're trying to buy a billboard, it may not work out for you. So
dude, it's gonna drain all. It's gonna, your marketing budget's gonna be $0 really fast.
So one thing I think is huge that a lot of people are missing. I think the next thing after when you're first starting, if you're just getting into doing business and maybe you're starting some paper advertising, maybe you've started to boost some posts on Facebook, maybe you're ready to take the business to the next level, in my opinion, I think you should make a website for sure with your services that are listed on there and a contact form for your customers to send in their information so you can figure out whether or not you can help them. But aside from that, you got to have a Google My Business page. The Google My Business page is super important for people to find you, because when they search online, if you have your business properly loaded with proper information, you will have an optimized search engine for the people that are searching for those services. You'll be popping up in those first, 1 to 10 businesses that are, providing those services. So I think I think a Google My Business page is super important when it comes to owning a business, because if you don't have one, I just think you're missing out.
And it don't cost nothing to set up a Google My Business, and you want to get on that map, dude. Most people are looking on Google for everything, dude. Like even my 70-year-old grandmother used the voice text the other day, and I'm like, whoa, it's just for me being like in this world and trying to people use technology. It's just interesting to see how people are doing things. So yeah, Google My Business is, you can get it dialed, man. If you can get it dialed in.
Last and not least, what is CAC? CAC. Let's talk about it. It is customer acquisition cost.
CAC. CAC, not the kind you're thinking.
CAC. The CAC is what it costs for you to acquire a customer. How much money are you spending on the advertising that you're putting? Because you can put advertising towards your Google My Business page. You can pay for LSA, called local search ads, and that's where you'll get placed in those top businesses when people search for the services that your business provides. So a customer acquisition cost essentially boils down to how much are you spending on advertising, how many leads is it bringing into your business, and then how many leads are you actually turning into customers. And you can take
how much that money is generated.
Yeah, and how much money that is generating. So how much money is that generating compared to how much money you're spending on advertising is where you'll start to find that customer acquisition cost. Of course, we're talking a little bit of math, we're talking about a little bit of equations, and that stuff will come with time. Stuff will come with knowledge, stuff will come with experience, but you've got to dip your hands into the puddle to start kind of figuring out how that water feels and start trying to figure out those numbers. And when you do,
some of my lowest numbers on Facebook, boosting posts and advertising on Facebook, I've got it down to a low as $1.26 per customer.
Wow. Nice. Our CAC has gone pretty crazy. I mean, we've gone anywhere from, like you said, we've gotten as low as to $1.50 to acquire a customer, but we've gotten as high as $96 for a customer acquisition cost. Where some months during the year we're running ads. It costs a lot of money, but it costs us $100 to get that customer to come through. Now, if you're spending $100 on a customer, you better make sure the services you're providing are providing you the amount of money you need for your business to survive. So thankfully, we provide some higher quality, some higher, professional services like, bird abatement, removing solar panels to get rid of 800 pounds off somebody's roof. Yeah, premium services. So if you're paying $100 for a job that ends up paying you $5,000, you're not doing too bad. But if you're paying $100 for a customer that's only turning
to
you
get $100,
you gotta dial that in. You gotta figure out how you're gonna do it, right.
You gotta get them to reoccur. You gotta get them to sign up on those agreements, dude. That's what you gotta do. If you pay $100 for a customer, you better lock them in, man.
What's the lifetime value of that client? What kind of value can you provide for that client, and what kind of revenue can that client provide for you? So all some things to think about. Well, Tim, I think it'd be a good time to start jumping into these comments. I've seen some hot things popping off here.
Oh, is there? I don't even have it on.
I've seen a couple here. Let's see. Looking forward to the episode. I love it. Top. Typical of Chris. Oh no, man, we got this guy talking shit. I ain't gonna give you no screen time. Chris is sick, man.
Oh.
Can't understand that.
Oh yeah, Local 39's back. Man, anyway, saw his. He's here on time every Friday, dude. We got nowhere else to be, dude.
If there's one thing that I can say, that he must like the show because he's watching. So that's all that matters.
I know. Dude, my Wi-Fi. So there's a story to my Wi-Fi. So where I live, I can't get cable Wi-Fi because there's like a gas line. I don't have fiber where I live on my side of the town. They're never going to put fiber. So the only other option is freaking Charter, which is garbage, and it's even worse than this. So I have this. It's Iera, but it's a line of sight. So I've been having problems with it. So I've talked to them, and they're supposed to come December, but they didn't. So I'm hoping February they'll get here, and they got to move. It's like a little, basically it's like shoots out like this cone to catch a frequency, and they're gonna switch me over to this new type of internet, and then if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna get a Verizon Air or whatever to put out here.
I was gonna say next option might be Starlink, bro. They have some pretty cool options.
Oh, bro. Maybe Starlink,
yeah, my boy.
I might have to look forget.
Pretty rock star, bro.
About Starlink, dude.
They got good internet, bro.
But I could just add a Verizon Air. One of those Verizon Air cards, because it just adds my account.
Plug it into the wall.
Just do that. Yeah, because, dude, this is crazy. I'm like hard lined in, dude. I got a Cat 7 cable plugged into the side of my computer, and it still looks like trash, dude.
Yeah, happy Friday to Blue Sky Solar Cleaning. Thanks for joining the show, man. We really appreciate it. Love the support. We got Mark Dark in here. I know this is a friend of Tim's. Earlier we were talking about this. Timo's a fraud and streams from a shed.
Yep, fraud, dude.
Are you insulated in there? Are you warm at least? It looks like it. You took your jacket off. You peel in layers, so you got to be toasty.
Oh, it's warm. Yeah, I didn't kick the little chingaderas on early enough.
The chingaderas. Ike Ikerson. I think there's another homie at Timo's coming in.
Oh, that's the homie.
Hey, man, I know no screen.
Got slot support.
Your side hustle might need to be
Timo's side hustles. Shit, dude, he ain't wrong. Homeboy spitting truth, dude.
All right, Mark. You heard that you lip sync, bro. What's going on? Tell me about it.
I do lip syncs. There's a lot of planning. I'm lip syncing right now.
Boy Wonder jumped in here for defense here. He said, man, leave Timo alone. That shit looks comfy and warm. I agree.
Nah, keep it coming, dude. Keep it coming.
I had
a
little separate space from the house that I could do the show in. Sometimes I got my daughter in the background screaming and crying.
So for me and my old lady, dude, we have each of our own outside of the house workspaces because we're like don't want to have work shit in the house, bro. It's like very like.
Smart.
My wife's kind of a hippie, a little bit of a hippie.
Thankfully, we got a little bit of a dedicated space. It's like office only. This is the only place we do the work. Sometimes we got to share it a little bit because, I'm in here doing these podcasts, but, it's part of the game.
And then my dog's always barking, and the freaking kids out front are playing basketball. And
I know, one thing I do have to mention is Chris did get a new cat recently, and that did mess with our last show a little bit because it was attacking his leg. So,
he might need to get a shed out back, dude.
You on something with the separate working space. Hey, Mark Dark jumped in here and said he talked smack to me, but he don't know me. Mark Dark, I could take a little smack talk, man. I ain't mad at you if you want to smack talk.
He can handle it. If he's friends with me, dude, he can handle it, man.
Yeah, and he's a good. If Mark Dark's friends with Timo, I know he's a good cat, so I know he don't mean no harm by it. Timo, Megan.
Oh, Megan, what's up, sis? That's Mark's wife. That's my sister-in-law.
JP jumped on these questions here. He said, do both of you do commercial or just residential? I don't know about Tim, but I do commercial and residential. I love residential because it is COD, baby, cash on delivery. You do that job, you're going to pay me the money when the job's up. It's kind of like a grocery store. You don't go to the grocery store, buy your groceries, and say, hey, can I pay you 2 weeks later? Can I pay you 60 days later?
Hey, I'll get you in 60 days, bro.
In my opinion, I love residential more, but I do a lot of commercial. We actually booked, probably another 10 new sites this year on commercial in the beginning of the year, which is a new one for us. Usually the commercial comes a little bit later in the year, but it seems like the commercial's kind of popping off. So, I do like commercial, but, with the lack of pay for how long it takes, I got to float the bill for the insurances, the payroll, and that can be hard.
It can be hard. Yeah, for me, I like residential, obviously, because it's cash on delivery. But then I do. I don't know if you can consider it commercial, but it's agricultural sites. So a lot of farmland around where I'm at, and they got I guess considered commercial or industrial.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100 panels or more. I think you're starting to get into that commercial sector. So
yeah, I guess you can consider it commercial. I just call them it's ag, but what are you gonna do?
Yo, Timo,
what are you gonna do?
Charge.
For you, homie, I got you. That's on the Juke. You just hit me up.
For the public, man. For the public. The public wants to know, what do you charge to go do a consultation?
Oh, I thought he was asking me a consultation charge for to help out with the freaking Facebook posts and shit. What are you talking about? Consultation for customers?
Yeah, I guess we'll get
some to go out and help you. I'm not sure. Yeah, do a little clarify for me, homeboy. But you got a direct link to me. Hit me up. Timo giving advice. Spell it. Advise. Timo giving advice like Chris while streaming from a shed. Okay.
Yeah, somebody needs to take their ass back to grade school.
Hell no, man! I want him to watch because he's probably watching the whole episode. So it's good
Local 39. I said somebody needs to take their ass back to grade school and figure out how to spell.
Oh no! I'm saying no. Dude, let him. At least he's watching the whole episode, dude. Yeah, that's good for retention.
Yeah, Blue Sky jumped in and said, "Yo, Cali is expensive. That's a $1.5 million shed. You ain't lying." And if Tim has somebody in there renting, I bet you he'd have a hell of a hard time getting him out so he could do his podcast. So.
Cali is expensive. This is where I live, bro. I stay here. You guys don't even know that. That's the real secret.
I got family members and friends that are moving out of state. I'm just man, I'll miss you guys, but I love me some Cali, man. I can drive 2 hours.
So many.
I can drive 2 hours and ride down a mountain on a snowboard. I can drive another 2 hours and surf on a beach. So
just stay out of the Bay Area. And stay away from LA, and it looks nothing like people think it is, dude. It's crazy. I live in, dude. I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded by orchards, dude. I'm surrounded by orchards. I don't even live in a city, dude. I don't know. It's crazy. This stuff is crazy.
JG.
What else we got over here?
Order of the show. SEO will cost you unless you have hundreds of reviews. That is the truth. But sometimes you have to pay the money to earn the money.
Damn, we didn't.
You got to spend money to make money.
We didn't even talk about reviews. Yeah, reviews that's big, especially in the Google My Business world. You want to have those good reviews and bad reviews. I mean, just to show that you're real, and you're not paying for good reviews.
Yeah, thankfully we're in a good place right now. Our reviews were never the largest. Sometimes we had 25 5 stars on Google. Sometimes we had 50. Now we're generally the top search result when you're searching for these services in our area, and that's because we have over 203 5-star reviews on our Google My Business page. And I can say thanks to my software service that I use, House Call Pro. They have an application on there where I can literally, they send a review text after every single appointment to my customers. My customers type out a review and send it back. They have settings on my application where I can set where I want the reviews to go to, whether Google, Facebook, or my House Call Pro account. I've set it 100% to Google, and every time we get a review that's sent through, it gets posted on our Google. And out of that 203 reviews, we probably have 2 or 3 4 stars, 2 or 3 1 stars, and most of those 1 stars are from customers that didn't even buy from us. So I don't even know how you can consider that a customer. But thankfully, all the 5 stars that we have keep us at that level. We're still a 5-star business, not a 4.9. And that's because of the work that we provide, because the premium services that we do. Our customers recognize that, and they post about it a lot. We appreciate it.
Oh, like small business consult, he says.
Oh, yep. Tap in. What's your small business consult?
Hit me up. Email. Shoot me an email. I don't know. I've never really. Usually, when I have done this in the past, it worked out a percentage deal, over a period of time. But yeah, I don't know. I'll help you, dude.
Blue Sky jumped in. He said,
as far as me not having to come down there.
My bad. I didn't mean to jump in on you.
No, that's
he said,
okay.
What's the customer acquisition cost of Local 39? I don't know if Local 39 is providing these services or not, but I know the cost to
He's
get
a union guy. He's ain't doing shit. He's sitting his ass at home, freaking drinking freaking milk and figuring out
for the man.
Yeah, he's calling around. He's unemployed, right?
Oh, JG jumped in. He might have jumped in before I said anything, but I swear I did not see this comment. He said they have Starlink now. Look into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually.
Yeah,
because this
is getting annoying. Buddy has Starlink. Says it's amazing. He has access to all internet types. So thanks for clearing that up on Blue Sky.
Thing has never really been.
Oh, my bad.
I've never been streaming like this where it's super important. You know, I've never had to stream like this where it's been an issue. So now I'm realizing that it's kind of an issue. Some days is better than others, but
we're here on episode 9. This is almost 2 months. Ooh. 2 months of streaming. 2.5 months. So let's lock in on that Wi-Fi so we can make these episodes just a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, look in the Starlink. I'm gonna have to do something like that. Well, shoot, you want to wrap it up early, or what are you thinking?
Man, we could. We still got a few more comments to go through. Blue Sky here said, Josh, bro, moving to Phoenix. I miss San Diego. Yeah, SD's a good place, man. Good beaches, good surfing. So
a lot of panels in Phoenix.
We'll miss you, but there is a lot of panels in Phoenix, a lot of services to provide in Phoenix. So make sure you rock it out there. Do what you can to get your advertising up, your SEO up, your paper advertising, your marketing. Try and get back to the community, the words out about your business, and you'll succeed out there the same way you did out here, man.
Yeah.
JG,
let's go.
He said, I'm ranked number 1 in my area. If you use Hey Google or Siri, I come up at the number 1 spot. That's money.
You're
maybe drop a comment about how he has been able to do that, unless he's paid for it. If you paid for it, it is what it is. You got the money for it, so let's hear it. Either way, but he did say it's pretty cool. But he does pay for that SEO, and that's part of the game. Like we were saying, you got to pay money. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money, and that's just the way it is.
Too funny.
Mark Dark, 2 hours. No way. Cali traffic is 2 hours from Manteca to Modesto.
No,
that's why you travel at no traffic times, bro. Where the real winners are up at 5 a.m. No, I'm kidding.
No. I know you send me a text every morning super early. I'm like, Josh just does this so he lets us know, like, yeah, I'm up before you guys.
Hey, you know what? We may have missed Chris for today's show, but he did jump in on the comments. He wanted to show us.
Oh, he popped in. Let's go.
Local 39. Liz, that is my He said he wished he could have been here today, but he's never been this sick in his life. But I agree. It's been a great show. So thanks for jumping on, Chris, letting us know you like what we got going on. You know, we got to make sure we're doing it the right way.
Yes, sir.
JG did give us that info. He said it's only $39 a month, so well worth it. You know, that is, you know, it's probably a third of one of his services that he sells, and one of his cheapest services for $150 for a solar panel cleaning. So if he could get one solar panel cleaning a month, he'll be able to pay for that SEO. And I guarantee you with that SEO, he's getting a lot more than just one solar panel cleaning a month.
Yeah. Very nice, dude. That's pretty good.
I think we got a little bit of little put us up on game here. Maybe we need Rise and Shine Patreon here. Let's pay $5 a month for the intimate chats. You'll get the
so we did say that we were gonna do. Oh, sorry. We did say we were gonna do like 10 episodes, and then we were gonna kind of evaluate and see like what changes we want to make and how we kind of want to go about it and stuff. So that's a good idea. That's
might be coming up. Blue Sky, stay tuned. We'll tap in here soon. Well, Tim, I mean, I think today was great. I think we provided some value to viewers. I think we got up some good tips and tricks to succeed. And then, you know, thank you to Blue Sky also. He's jumping in and saying, Chris, get well soon, man. All of us feel the same. I know what it's like to be down and out. It's so fun. So rest up, take an Epsom salt bath. Try and take some colloidal silver if you can. I'll put you up on game on that. Yep, take some zinc. Get some of them vitamins in you, and hopefully you'll be back in action soon.
Eat some serrano peppers and things are chock full of vitamin C, man. Just grind them down. Eat an This is what you got to do. This is what I did. I took ivermectin and chewed up an American flag, bro, and then I felt better immediately.
Yes. We gotta reach out to Rogan. We gotta see if we can get Rogan on here and talk a little bit about that ivermectin. No, I'm just playing.
Rogan. That dude's a nerd.
Oh man, I fuck with him. That's just me. I fuck
like
with him.
20. I'm like 20% of the stuff he does. I'm like, all right, yeah. I don't like him. I like the people. I like the guests. Some of the guests he has, but sometimes it's like, God, shut up already.
He did have somebody on his show recently that was talking about how he had like 4 or 5 friends that had like some pretty serious cancer, but they started taking ivermectin, and I think the other one was somewhat Q. Or a queen.
Oh, hydrochloroquine or whatever.
They got rid of their cancer. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it's legit, but I do know that this stuff will help get rid of some of your sicknesses. So, Chris, if you're still listening,
you want to hear something crazy? Just to add to the conspiracy, and then we'll dip out. But for high blood pressure, right? They say, oh, your sodium levels are high. You need to take this pill. You know what the pill is? Patented sodium potassium. Freaking weird. It's patented, but it's patented sodium potassium. I don't know.
Blue Sky, hit him on his email. I'm sure Timo will drop his email for you, but you could also hit him on Facebook.
Yeah, email.
Private messenger.
Yeah, Facebook. Hit me up on email. Email's pretty to find if you're watching from YouTube, it's pretty easy to find. Just scroll down. There's an email down in there. And then, shoot me an email. I'm going to check my emails every 2 days or so. And then, I mean, I check them every day, but I respond every couple days.
It does look like we're about to be jumping off here a little bit early. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for coming and joining the show. Thanks for the comments. You guys left a lot of good, juicy stuff for us to get through. This is Rise and Shine, the solar panel cleaning podcast, where we give you tips and tricks for safety and success. Shout out. See you next week.
See you next week, sir.